Okay. Good evening, everybody. This meeting of the Bridgewater Zoning Board of Appeals will be conducted via remote participation to the greatest extent possible. No in-person attendance of members or public will take place, but every effort will be made to ensure that the public can adequately access the proceedings in real time. This meeting is being recorded, and within 48 hours, a link of the recording will be posted on the town website and/or the town social media pages. The following members of the Zoning Board of Appeals are participating remotely. Myself, Brian Heath, Chair, Anna Klimas, Vice Chair, Dan Greenberg, Member. During this meeting, all votes of the board will be taken by a vocal roll call. The following members of town staff are also participating remotely. Rob Ruley, Director of Community and Economic Development, Steve Solari, the Building Commissioner. At the start of the meeting, everyone's mics will be muted. The board's mics will be unmuted through the whole meeting. And as it appears on the agenda, the project representatives' mics will be unmuted. If the project is a public hearing and allows for public comment, we ask that you use the chat feature to ask your questions. By listing your name and address and your question, the chair will recognize all questions in order. You can also use the raise my hand feature in the participant menu, and you'll be unmuted when the chair recognizes you. Again, please state your name and address before asking your question. If you're on the phone, you can use the *9, the raise your hand feature. So we will get started. We have two applicants today. 48 Samuel Ave. It's a section 4.4.1 special permit request for an outbuilding greater than 900 square feet, which is the limit under the bylaws. And then there's a 200 Auburn is looking for a side setback variance, required 20 feet. I think it was 13 point something. Those are the two. We're going to take them in order. So to start, we have a 48 Samuel Ave. If the representative can, I don't know, I guess who is representing?
Looks like Niles.
Okay. So if you could,
Your audio isn't very good. Not good.
not really hearing you here.
No, can't. We need to be able to hear you.
You can call in on your phone and just put it on mute and use your phone. It's 646-876-9923.
And you'll still be able to share your screen.
Yeah, it'll just be the audio on the phone. But just make sure you mute so it doesn't get feedback.
Good evening, it's Niles.
You gotta turn your audio off on your computer.
Sorry about that.
Okay, we can hear you.
You can hear me better now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. I don't know what's going on with my,
Yeah,
with
no
my
worries.
feet and my audio.
I gotcha.
Again, for the record, Niall Zager from Zenith Consulting Engineers, and I'm here on behalf of Alan Chuckran from Chuckran Auto Parts. He has property located at 48 Samuel Ave. So if it's okay, Mr. Chair, is it okay if I share my screen?
Sure.
Yep.
Okay. I assume everybody can see this?
We can see it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So the property again is located at 48 Samuel Ave. There's a current residence on the property here, located in the rear of the property. Samuel Ave is located off of East Street, which is located to the right of my plan. This property is located in the rural residential district, and we believe that we meet all the requirements as far as zoning goes. The lot size requirement is 43,560 square feet. We are at 262,840. Frontage is required is 150 feet. We are at 150.50 feet. The setback from the street is required is 40 feet. We are at 376.6 feet. The setback from the side lot line is required is 20 feet, and we are proposing 50 feet. And the rear is 30 feet, and we are proposing 227.1 feet. Basically, we're before your board because the structure is over 900 square feet. As you're aware, it's actually 60 by 60 or 3,600 square feet. We are showing that structure located here. Basically, this square box is located just off the pavement to access off of Samuel Ave. It'll be on a concrete slab. And essentially what the applicant and my client is looking to do is he's looking to store antique cars for his own collection. So again, that's why we're here before you. And I'd be happy to answer any questions or answer any concerns that the board has.
What's the construction? It's on a slab, but is it a? I don't.
It's going to be a stick-built wood structure.
Wood structure, yeah.
Yes, sir.
First name, it's the space, the lot in front. That's as you're driving down to the right of Samuel Ave. Is that wide open? Or is that it? Is that wooded, or is that a wide open?
There's actually a house here, but Mr. Chuckman owned it.
So this is the applicant's property as well?
That is correct.
The 900 square feet. Steve, question to you. The 900 square feet, that's for any structure?
For any garage, shed, accessory structure. So the bylaw is that if there's any accessory structure over 900 square feet requires a special permit through our bylaw.
Yeah, this is, if you can see my screen,
Yeah.
4.4.1,
Right.
subsection 3, accessory structures of buildings with a footprint larger than 900 square feet shall require a special permit and shall be set back from the side or rear property lines in accordance with the provisions of the table of dimensional requirements, which is why I went through those, the setbacks that we're proposing.
Right. Um, I don't, I mean, it's far enough, for me, it's far enough back. You know, it's on his property, he owns it all there. The biggest issue, the, you know, we did have someone before us somewhat recently, when that 900 square feet wasn't an issue apparently, or maybe, it was a while ago. It was a structure that caused a lot of, water runoff.
Okay. Um,
I don't know what, you know, right now, all the land, I mean, you're within, I forget, it was over 200 feet from 100 on one side, 140, but one of the things that would be a concern with a structure this big is where the water is, you know, the drainage going. And I don't know what the soils are over there or what it's like. I don't see any, I don't know, it's those wetlands I can't see.
there are wetlands in the rear there. It's a very sandy soil out here. We just actually did perk test for a property that Mr. Chuckman owns in the rear. And it was very sandy soils. So essentially it's going to infiltrate it's going to infiltrate well. So there'd be very little runoff, you know, from the site. And again, it would all be running off into his own property, essentially.
Dan or
Yeah, do we know
Anna?
if we have any abutters that are here that would make any comment on this?
If
Yeah,
there
right.
are, if you don't mind, stop sharing your screen, Niles, so I can see if there's any abutters that want to raise their hand.
Yes, sir.
I'd just like to see from like a community impact
Yeah.
perspective.
So if there's anyone here that is online that would like to comment, you can reuse the raise your hand, or your camera's on, just give me a hand signal. And Mr. Greenberg, I'm not seeing any.
Okay.
Niles, are there gutters or downspouts on the building?
Yes, there will be downspouts on the building.
And is it just free flow into the abutting land, or is it piped down into a dry well type?
Well, as of right now, we're not proposing any dry wells. But it's a fairly flat surface. So any water will be contained within his property, the properties that he owns.
So I think to Mr. Heath's reference earlier, which is fine that your client owns, and I'm not commenting, I'm just giving you some background. The issue that came up previously is that property was sold that was owned by common ownership, and then the drainage problem became somebody else's problem. So that's, I think, the reason that Mr. Heath has raised that.
And your plan is, I saw on the site plan, it's a paved driveway already, and you're not proposing, other than, I think from the driveway over to the structure, there's no more asphalt going down to create more.
That's correct. It's very minimal asphalt. It's just enough to connect it from the Samuel Ave to our building. It's a very minimal.
And this is going to be used just for storage purpose, no offices in it. Is there a second floor on the building?
No, absolutely no. I have Mr. Chuckman behind me. Well, he's actually, you can't see him in the screen, but he's here and he's telling me no, absolutely not. It's only for storage for his own vehicles, his own antique car collection.
What's the height of the structure?
It's going to be a single story, so I mean, it won't be any more than,
Oh, okay.
20 feet or so.
Yeah, right.
And no bathrooms or anything, just garage
No,
bay.
no bathroom. No, there would be no bathroom.
Just electrical.
And
no
we
plumbing.
we understand at that point we would have to, go get a perk test. You would deal with the Board of Health. We're not that's not part of this application, and there's no intention for that at all.
Maximum height on accessory structures is 20 feet anyway, so it can't go over 20 feet tall.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for that clarification.
Okay. Dan or Anna, any additional questions on this one? And I understand it's bigger than, and, you know, I'm not influencing any other member. I look at it as, you know, you're so far set back, he owns the property all the way around it. I
Yeah, I
don't
don't
have
think
an
it has any
issue.
negative effect on the community or any kind of
Yeah.
traffic flow. It's not being used for any kind of commercial purposes.
Right.
There won't be a business run out of it. No one's going to be living in it. So that's my feeling as well.
It's a big storage shed. Do we,
Bob, I think
this is
you're
public,
you're
so if
muted.
there's,
Yeah.
Before
there's
you,
anybody out there,
yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. Before you close the public hearing, let me just ask again if anyone has any comments from the public on this application, raise your hand or reach out in the chat. And again, I am not seeing any, Mr. Chairman, so.
okay. Unless there's any other questions from Dan or Anna, I would ask that one of you make a motion to close the public comment section of this meeting.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to close the public comment section of this meeting.
Second it.
All in favor? Aye.
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 Motion passed. All right, so public comment section is closed. Again, they're looking for a special permit to construct a 3,600 square foot building. The permit is required under section 4.4.1, which limits the structure to 900 square feet. I would request that one of you make a motion to grant or deny the special permit. The only other thing I would also say is that within this, I know it's part of the code, but just to be safe, if you know, the permit also is contingent upon this doesn't go above 20 feet height. Okay, we've been burned.
And I would think even with, you know, a special permit, it still has to go before the building department and be approved that way as well.
Yep. Okay,
So I
Yeah.
would make a motion to approve the special permit for 48 Samuel Ave under 4.4.1, allowing it to be a 60 by 60 garage only.
I will second.
all in favor? Aye.
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 The motion passes. You have your special permit.
Do you
Thank you
use
for
your
your
cars in the Bridgewater 4th of July parade?
I'm sorry.
We didn't get that in
I'm
before we
sorry.
passed it, that they had to use the cars in
I
the
know, we
parade.
should have.
Oh, they said that condition had to be that you had to use the cars in the 4th of July parade.
These aren't parade cars.
These aren't parade cars.
It's pretty expensive.
So, well,
good luck,
thank
guys.
you everyone for your time. We really appreciate it, and thank you for hearing us tonight.
Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Have a great night.
Okay. So next up, we have a request for a side setback variance under bylaw sections 4.2, the tables that require a 20-foot side setback. I'm just trying to get to the application. All right, so right now, it is as I said, it's a 20-foot setback. The side setback to the proposed construction of a single bay garage would only allow for 12.3 feet. So they're looking for a 7.7 foot variance. The application, I see that Casey is here and she is the owner. Casey, will you be presenting or will Brian Tanguy?
Brian's supposed to be here. I'm texting him. He was on. I don't know what happened.
Can
Sorry.
you hear me? I am here.
Oh,
Okay.
there you are, Brian.
Yep.
There it is. All right. So Brian, if you would just give us what it is you're going to do and
We're proposing to
Well,
build
could you just
this.
first identify yourself, name, address for the
Yeah.
record, please?
Yeah, my name is Brian Tangi, address 15 Summer Street, Weymouth, Mass. I'm the general contractor that would be building for Casey. So we're proposing to build a single-car garage attached. It would be 24 by 16. It'd be attached by a mudroom. And we are looking for a 7.7-foot relief to the left side. The topography on the yard is such that the only place you could put an attached garage would be on the right side. But in order to do it, we would then have to enter from the right side. We'd have to eliminate a bedroom, and it would take a lot more work and just wouldn't work for the homeowner. So the easiest way to do it and the best way would be to put it on the left side, and that's where the driveway is now.
Okay. I mean,
Uh,
looking
we
at
have-
it,
Yep, we have plenty of frontage, we have
yeah,
plenty
the
of
rear,
space. in the
it's
rear.
really just a side setback.
Exactly.
Do we have any, have you talked to the abutter if you're facing the building on the left? I don't,
I have not.
It
yeah,
does look
so-
like there's a lot of trees on the left there by the property line. I assume you would have to clear those.
Correct.
Yep.
So actually, where it is, we'd only have to clear probably about 3 or 4 more feet as it stands right now in order to get it in.
So
If you
the-
look at the
You
lot.
wouldn't clear everything over to the property line?
Absolutely not. Absolutely
All
not.
right, so there's still a
Just
buffer.
what's necessary, right?
Now, the lot next door, how close, I can't see it here, how close is the house on the lot next door to the left? It's the Robert Lowell,
Are you asking me?
you
'Cause I
or
don't-
Casey.
Okay.
I just
don't
can't
have-
see that from the plan, so,
Okay.
I mean, it looks like there's a good amount of distance on the Google map. You can actually do like a street view and see how far it is from the tree line anyway, and the property line goes past the tree line.
okay.
Right.
All right, this is, Anna, any questions or comments regarding this before
No,
we open up to public?
nothing for me.
Dan?
Yeah, I guess my only question is, so the breezeway is part of the design, right? But that
Correct.
breezeway actually pushes the garage further away from the house, which almost causes your issue.
Correct, but so what happens is you have if you look at the house from the street, there's the chimney sticks out about
Right.
2 to 3 feet.
Yeah,
So what
about
we're
2 feet, yeah.
we're allowing approximately 4 feet between the garage and the chimney just for a walkway to enter. So you would be able to enter from the driveway without going into the garage.
Yeah, so I guess that's my question. If you were to eliminate that, you would still be
Would still
in
need a
violation.
relief.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Exactly, yeah.
You
Yep.
need the two forms of egress. Not that you wouldn't have it, I don't think, but
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't another design still on that side of the house which would allow you to be in compliance with the setback.
No, there isn't.
Okay.
Bob, if you could,
Yep, so again, if somebody from the public would like to comment on this application and you're online, either use the raise your hand feature, or if your camera's on, wave at me or do something else with your hand. And I'm not seeing anything online or in the chat, Mr. Chair.
okay, if one of you, Dan or Anna, would like to make a motion to close the public comment section?
I'll make a motion to close the public comments section.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye.
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 Okay, the public comment section for this application has been closed. To say 7 feet, 7.5, there's buffer zone. There's nobody here. Understanding putting it on the right would have to require reconfiguring the house almost. So I don't have an issue. Anna or Dan, do you have any additional questions or comments?
I'll even comment that it's a single bay garage. It's not like they're trying to put in
Right.
a double and encroach even more. I mean, that's the smallest you can literally make a garage.
Correct.
So they're not looking to do anything extravagant. I think it's worth noting.
Okay. Anna or Dan, if you'd like to make a motion in regards to this application.
I would make a motion to approve this, hold on.
Variance.
Sorry, the-
7
looking for the address. The variance for 200 Auburn, for 7.7 feet, for the variance. I'm sorry. That wasn't very articulately done. 7.7 feet variance.
Okay. Can we get a second on the motion?
I will second that.
All right, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All right, the motion is passed. You have your variance and good luck.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thanks,
Thank you.
guys.
All right, that being the end of the public hearing section, if Dan or Anna, if you'd like to make a motion to close the public portion of the meeting.
I can make a motion to close the public hearing.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye.
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 Okay. All right. Bob?
So
Thanks,
next
everyone.
on the agenda is just to advise you that when the decision for Zero Leonard 259 Summer Street was drafted, there were Scribner's errors. Those have been corrected. We do need you to come in and sign the revised decision, but just to have on the record that you acknowledge that the decision has been corrected.
So do we
Don't
need
have to vote on it, just giving you, just wanted it memorialized.
Got it.
Okay.
No, yeah, I looked at it when it was sent out. Yeah, as you said, it's a Scribner error. We can re-sign that. No issues.
And then the last matter is, we haven't spoken about it much at all, but in April of this year, the town council adopted a zoning amendment where we adopted a form-based code and revised the zoning in the central business district. We have in 2 areas in the central business district now, CDBR, which is primarily that area from Main Street east down past Campus Plaza. And then we have the CDBS, which is more of the historic section of town. The rezoning allows for more density and more flexibility on uses. The Friendlies assemblage has been sold. We anticipate that we're going to be seeing an application coming in for technical review with respect to that parcel. So I will send you all the revised zoning ordinance so you're familiar with it. We already acknowledge it, that there are tweaks that we're going to need to make to that. I'm hoping that in the next several weeks that the town council will allow us to have a joint workshop with the council, planning board, and zoning, ZBA, to talk about development economics, to understand the challenges for development in this environment now. So I just want to, as I said, I will get you all copies of it, but just, you probably haven't even looked at it yet, and that's understandable, but just want you to know that we're going to be seeing one of the first projects coming in under the form-based code. There are provisions in the form-based code for applicants to get variances, and I anticipate that you're going to be seeing something coming your way. So happy to meet with any of you one-on-one to kind of walk through the ordinance changes, but just wanted to put it on your radar that this is a coming attraction.
And Bob, did you send us the the
I will
packet?
send it out in the morning.
Okay. I just didn't know if I'd missed it. I'm sorry.
No, you didn't miss it. I just,
No, because I didn't see anything. That's why I
yeah,
was
no, I
like,
didn't want to put something out and confuse you before I let you know why you were getting what you
Explain
were
what it
getting.
is, what we're getting. Okay.
So no action to be taken tonight, just prepping
Coming
you for coming
attractions.
attractions.
okay.
That's all I had.
All right, then. Attached to the information that was sent out previously were minutes for the May 22nd, June 2nd, and July 24th meetings. I did a quick read through. I didn't see anything. Dan or Anna, any questions, comments regarding the minutes?
Nope.
No, I would make a motion to approve.
Second to Dan.
I'll second.
All in favor?
And
Aye.
you're, just to be clear, you're approving all three, correct?
Yes, all three. The minutes
Thank you.
from May 2nd, 22nd, excuse me, May 22nd, June 2nd, and July 24th. All three sets.
Thank you.
All in favor? Aye.
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 All right, so the minutes are approved and accepted. I think that's it, unless you have anything else, Bob or Steve.
No, so I think the last issue is, just put it out there, is you're scheduled to have your next meeting the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. We don't have anything in the queue right now. So if you would like to agree that we should not have that meeting, that's entirely your decision. I'm just, for scheduling purposes, just putting that out there.
For scheduling purposes, I might not be available. So
Yeah, I was thinking
In
the
that
same
case, we
thing.
wouldn't have a quorum, so thank you.
Yeah.
So the next meeting would be December 11th.
December 11th, okay. All right. All right, with everything done, motion to adjourn?
I will make a motion to adjourn.
You
I will
sound
second.
sad about that.
No, I just,
All right, all in favor? Aye.
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 All right.
Thanks, everyone.
Good
Happy
night.
Thanksgiving.
Take
Have
care,
a good
everyone.
Thanksgiving. Take care.
Bob, I'll probably come in and chat with you about that. I'd like to learn a little bit more.
I would welcome that, Dan.
Okay. And then you need
And
some
as well,
signatures from us this
Anna
week.
and Brian, I mean, I'm happy to brief you on it as well.
Do we know what is going into the friendlies?
I won't talk about it in this meeting, but I'm happy to
Oh,
talk to
I'll
you
come to you.
offline.
Okay. Sorry, I thought we were offline. Yeah, good night,
And
everyone.
and you just need our signatures this week on that. Yep.
On the corrected decision, that's correct.
Very
Okay.
good. All right. Thanks.
All
Take
right.
care.